Hello everyone. This time I will explain about the system of clans and hereditary titles. The system of clans and hereditary titles was a governing system adopted by the Yamato Kingship. If you knew what system of governance was in place, you can get an idea of what it was like to run a country at that time. This may be difficult to understand, as the system is very different from today's. But the system itself isn't that difficult. Let's check that out with me. Looking back, let's first look back at the Yamato Kingship. There are many things we don't know about the Yamato Kingship. The center of the Yamato Kingship was what is now Nara Prefecture. The Yamato Kingship controlled a wide area from Kyushu to Kanto. The first Yamato Kingship was an alliance of local ruling families from various regions. However, gradually, local ruling families from all over the country began to submit to the Okami. This Okami would later come to be known as the Emperor of Japan. The Yamato Kingship had a pyramidal class structure, with the Okami above the local ruling families. These local ruling families' clans were groups that were bound together by blood ties, like family. These groups were called clans, and the Okami bestowed kaban on them. This is the system of clans and hereditary titles. I don't think you'll understand what I'm saying, so let me give you an analogy. Think of Mr. as the team name. The clan is a team of local ruling families who are related by blood. When it comes to local ruling families, the Soga clan and the Mananabi clan are famous. He had a team that named itself after a place, like baseball teams today. And there was a team whose name was based on a profession. They lived in a place called Soga, so they were of the Soga clan. They were called the Mananabi clan because they worked in the battle-related field known as the Mananabi. The Okami bestows the title Kaban on this team. Kaban such as Omi and Miraji were given to local ruling families in the central area, which would be likened to the Japanese national team today. The Kaban Kimi came from a powerful local ruling families, and was given to what would now be called a prefectural representative team. The Kaban Atai was given to other local ruling families. What is the difference between Omi and Miraji? I mentioned earlier about place names and occupations, and teams that use place names as their team names are given the Omi. And remember, the team that named their team after an occupation was given the name Miraji. To give a specific example, the Soga clan, whose surname is derived from a place name, is Omi. The Mananabi clan, whose surname was derived from the occupation, were given the name Miraji. Now that you understand what the system of clans and hereditary titles is, let's take a closer look. As time went on, the difference in strength between Omi and Miraji became apparent. The most influential person became the representative of the clan and came to be called Omi or Omiraji. This means that the central pyramid structure changes slightly. There is the Okami, and there is Omi and Omiraji. The result was a structure in which there were powerful local ruling families from the Omi lineage and powerful local ruling families from the Miraji lineage. Later, Omi and Omiraji began to struggle for power. Also, the group of people who serve the Emperor of Japan is called Tomo or B. It is a human group, so it has members. The members of B are called women. The person who brings them together is called Tomanami Atsuko. A representative example of B was the Mananabi clan, who were involved in the military. There is Karakanu-kai, which produces ironware. There is Suetsukurib, which produces sueki. There is Nishigarib, which produces silk fabrics. They were a group of immigrant engineers organized by the Yamato Kingship. The Yamato Kingship was run through this political system. How was it? The Yamato Kingship expanded its rule and established a system in this way, but there were local ruling families who were not happy with it. The next video will explain the Ui Rebellion. See you in the next video.